All right, guys, so I'm done with the meat and I am mixing it into this meat sauce here. Okay, this is just how I like to make my spaghetti. And then let me show you what I am cooking over here for the pasta. And here's the pasta here. This is the whole wheat pasta. It's the healthy alternative. I'm not really a big spaghetti eater. I do like to have a little bit every now and then, but this is mostly for my kids. They love, love, love spaghetti. They love it a bit on the sweet side. Sometimes I add a little bit of cane sugar in there, which I do not like, but the kids like it like that. So this is what the wheat pasta looks like, right? So before, when I used to cook it, I actually didn't cook the pasta long enough, the wheat pasta, because it does take a little longer to cook and it's a little bit more grittier. And the kids were like, what is this? And they didn't eat it. So with this, I'm gonna cook it a little bit longer, not to where it's mushy, right? And then when it's covered in sauce, they cannot tell the difference. Okay, this is a good way to sneak in some wonderful healthy fiber and some delicious vitamins and minerals for your kids by using some wheat pasta. Okay, now the taste one. Fun part. So yeah, the wheat has a little bit of a consistency that the kids might be a little leery of. I'm gonna cook probably about for 3 more minutes because he's like gritty a little bit. All right, so it's all cooked, and so I have this cool thing here. I love this pot. I'm actually gonna get more of these. I don't know what company it is. You can put it right down on here like this. Boom. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this off because I like my pasta al dente. Okay. And we're gonna be straining it through here. Isn't that cool? I'm gonna put a little cold water to stop the cooking process in just 1 moment. All right, and here it is. I like to get some pot holders here. Hold on to that. Gonna get all of that water out. See how it's just so easy? Ooh, the steam. The steam. You can get all of that water out. Be careful, you don't want to burn yourself. We got little noodles coming out there. Make sure I give it a good shake. All of that water out. Let's take a look. All right, it looks good. Looks good. You see? All right. I'm gonna add a little cold water, okay? Because I want to stop the cooking process. All right, let me show you. Just a little bit. You can even kind of splash this around down up in there. Just to stop the cooking process. Then we're gonna give them another rinse. And this will rinse off any extra starch too to give that pasta that good al dente, wonderful taste. And strain again. Ooh, pot holders, okay? Don't want to burn yourself. The pot's gonna be kind of hot. Get all of that. See, it's easier coming out. And you can also check the water. It's coming out less starchy, which is great, okay? And that's gonna stop that cooking process. Taking it off the heat, getting that hot water out of it and rinsing it until you have some nice, beautiful pasta. See? See how loose it is? Look, I even have some jumping out, so there we go. All right, and then to cook with the wonderful pasta, I have some of this beautiful half olive oil, half avocado oil. Heating up. You can see it's bubbling and it's sizzling. It's ready for this beautiful trout. I have some rainbow trout here with some pieces of whiting and then one piece that I had left over of branzino. Or branzini is European sea bass. So I'm going to be frying that with. This is red meals and this is the medium grind. You can get a finer ground than this, but not just grabbed anything. It's organic and it's cornmeal. Okay, it's a whole grain and it is stone ground. It says our cornmeal makes incredibly delicious cornbread, and here's why. We love the corn germ and bran. We left it in. It's 100% stone ground, which results in cornmeal that just isn't tasty, but it is a good source of fiber too. Okay, so this is how I kind of sneak stuff in. Well, like if you African American, like, you know, everybody loves fried chicken and spaghetti or like fried fish and spaghetti, but I sneak in wheat pasta and then I'll sneak in some of this organic ground, okay, stone ground cornmeal, because it sneaks in some fiber up in there. Let me see what else it has. It has potassium as well, and has some protein, believe it or not. Now, of course, carbohydrates. So I'm not going to eat too much of this. Okay, this fish, I'm probably gonna have one piece, but it's really good for you and it's low in fat. Okay, and sodium. All right, you gotta worry about the carbohydrates. Okay, so this is where we're gonna be cooking it down. I've already put it inside of a bag here, really ghetto. Boom, boom, bam. All right. It's already seasoned the fish. I season it with a little bit of onion and garlic, Himalayan salt and pepper. And then, where did I put my other little seasoning at, guys? Oh, here it is. Old Bay, old school, okay? A lot of people think Old Bay is like, oh my God, that's salty. And no, it's not really that salty, okay? And it's really good on seafood. So you can even put it on like your salmon and stuff like that. So it's already been seasoned, it's been sitting there, already thawed out. Just throw it in the bag, give it a good shake. Or you can use your fish fry batter. I believe that for me, it has too much salt, okay? So I just don't do that. I don't fool with it. I'm going to give it a good shake and get it into the pot. I'm going to show you guys me shaking it. Really ghetto, old school. Get it thoroughly covered. Now, if you wanted to have it extra crispy, you can have some buttermilk or whatever type of medium you like to use. Some people use egg whites. Dip this into the egg white and dip it back into the batter. Sorry for the lighting, guys. I am on an Android, and that's what it looks like. Lightly breaded, okay? But if you wanted to have it more heavy breaded, you can do that as well, okay? Let's go ahead and get this into the pot, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so we have our fish here. Now, what I like to do is take a little piece of cornmeal, something that my grandmother showed me. Hear that sizzle? Start sizzling, it's ready to fry, okay? Now, even if it just didn't cover all of the fish, that's okay. We don't want to have everything, you know, too much cornmeal. We just want enough just to kind of, you know, lightly dust it. But again, if you like it crispier, you can dip this into buttermilk, dip it back into your cornmeal or your fish fry packet, and you'll be good to go. But I just like mine like this, okay? And I'll show you what it looks like. It's actually looking quite beautiful. Now, some of my kids don't like fish, okay? So I only cook about, you know, 7 to 8 pieces. Let me see, 2, 4, 6. I actually cook 6 pieces because some of them don't like it, and some of them really like it, okay? So this should be good enough. If they don't want this for today, sometimes the spaghetti is enough, it's filling enough, they can eat this fish with a fish sandwich tomorrow, or cut up some french fries, make homemade french fries or a salad for lunch tomorrow for the weekend. This way you can get 2 meals out of 1. Okay? Let me show you. And so there's the fish. You see here frying and it's looking beautiful. This oil, the avocado oil, has a very high smoke point, so you can actually fry stuff in the avocado oil, okay? It's better for you. Canola oil is terrible. Vegetable oil is not really good for you. I like to use avocado oil or olive oil. And then I always like to wash my hands, of course, okay? You want to get your hands nice and thoroughly washed. You don't want any, you know, nasty, unsanitary cooking going on around here. Wash it to the tune of happy birthday in your mind, that you know you washed them good enough. And I like to clean as I cook, so I'm going to get these dishes washed up. Okay, and that's what we're cooking today. We made some whole wheat pasta spaghetti. Okay, half beef, half turkey. You know, I'm trying to slip in some of that turkey in there and stop using so much beef, which we don't eat a lot. And then some organic cornmeal, rainbow trout, European sea bass, and then I think I have a piece of whiting in there as well. Just little odds and end pieces I had, just a few pieces of fried fish. Okay, let me wash these dishes. Peace.